Hi there, I'm Melissa Galbraith and I'm the fiber artist behind MCreativeJ. Today I'm going to show you how to embroider the wagon wheel rose. For this one, you need a circle with an uneven number of spokes on it. So you could do 3, 5, 7, 9, whatever you feel like. I'm doing a 5-spoke rose today. And for our rose to get started, we need to make our spokes. So I always like to come up on the outside edge, go down in the center point, and that way your knot isn't in the center, because then we'll come up on the outside edge again, go back down in the center, and repeat for all of our spokes here. The reason we have an odd number of spokes is because we're going to weave our thread around it here in just a second. All right, we now have all of our spokes, so we need to come up right near one of those spokes in the center, right by the center of our wagon wheel here. We come on up. And now we're going to weave around our spokes. So I'll go over, under, gently pull my thread through, and then I'll next go over, under, and again, gently pull that through. And these first couple spokes we want nice and tight so they really fill in that space in the center here. And as you can see, I'm rotating my hoop as I go, just because that's a little easier to get under my spokes. After we've done our first couple rows here, so you can see it's nice and tightly filled in, we don't want to pull as tightly because we're going to start having those more looser loops that go around our wagon wheel here. And if we pull them really tight, they won't make that rose that we're looking for here. So we'll keep going around. Like so. We want to just gingerly cover up all of our spokes with our woven kind of like loops here that fill in the space for our rose. As you can see, when we get more towards these outer rows, it gets even looser, which is why it's important not to pull too tightly on this. We want it just enough so everything is really flush and close together. We want to entirely cover up all of our spokes here. So I'm going to keep going around just a few more times maybe so we can get the little ends of our spokes, because you can see they're sticking out just a smidge. So sometimes you kind of just have to slide your needle underneath and find that spoke and go around to continue covering everything up. All right, that looks pretty good. So now to end our wagon wheel rose, we just bring our needle back down, kind of sliding it underneath that outer layer of our hoop, our loops there, just to kind of tuck it underneath our rose, like so. And again, don't pull too tight, because otherwise your rose will cinch up and not be this cute round woven rose here. So there you go. I hope you give it a try.